everyone, welcome to the another episode of Manage SIA podcast. I'm Dr. Niveta CK. In this platform, we are bringing you inspiring stories, innovations and impact-driven startups from the agriculture ecosystem. Today we have with us the founder of Agridam Technology Private Limited, Mr. Chetan Dapke. Hello sir, how are you?
I'm good, ma'am. Thank you.
So tell us about yourself and share us about your Agridam Technology Private Limited company.
Hello. Thank you so much for hosting us here once again. So to begin with, Chetan Dapke, founder of Agridam Technologies Private Limited. We live on a moat called Creating Consciousness in Agriculture. So I'm privileged to come with 12 years of experience into agriculture. So I began my journey after completion of my engineer from SRM University, Chennai. I got back to my roots, Bidar, Karnataka. There we started to work on our own farms, and as every farmer gets into losses, chaos, this all started happening with us. No matter whatever technology we use, eventually it was 1 year it was market, another year it was certain other climatic factors. So we were continuously having certain issues. So that problem helped us to connect with multiple Indian Council of Agriculture Research Institutes, ICR institutes. So way back in 2017-16, I got associated with the Indian Institute of Horticulture Research. That is where everything began. So as a management guy thinks that, whenever the profits are not optimum, we should work on the input cost. So that is why I reached out IIHR to use quality seeds so that I can work on cutting the cost of my inputs. So when I started working with IIHR seeds institutes, then certainly the entomological factors, the pathological factors, how to work on the soil, what is soil? So we started to understand each and every aspect of this entire agricultural journey. Then 2019, eventually I was evolving as a farmer who takes data-driven decision system. And in 2019, we were fortunate enough to win a national award from IIHR, which is as an innovative farmer. Then I came to know that, COVID happened. Actually, that was the turning point. We met huge losses as every farmer does. But second half of COVID was better, but we lost when the first lockdown happened. And my harvest was inclined with almost the March 3rd week. So I was expecting my muskmelon, which was X acres. But suddenly when COVID happened, we met huge losses. And me and many of my colleagues who are farmers there came to a question that at least we can do some bread and butter because we have been educated enough. But what about the other farmers who aren't? Suddenly just a thought came and we started an organization, no registrations, no compliance, nothing, called Raitana Mitra. We named just as Raitana Mitra. Raitana Mitra stands for Farmer's Friend. Like Big Basket was doing, 48 hours we sat together, me and my wife and my certain friends, took certain help and we designed a website, raitanamitra.in. And we did one thing that in Raitana Mitra took orders from the entire city and we connected them with the farmers. So 24 hours was our latent time where we collect orders, we process the order, buy back from the farmers and send it to each and every customers. And our district collector, our member of parliament, everyone started helping us in this. We got passes, youth started joining us, Rotary Circle started helping us, and eventually we grew as an organization. And all this happened within 3 months. And we are fortunate that this is the time where Kisan met Jawan also there. We have Air Force family of more than 5,000 people in farmer. So we were given an opportunity by Indian Air Force to serve their community inside their gated community. So there we started connecting our farmers' harvest to entirely Air Force community, and we were making good revenue. There almost, I think within 3 or 4 months, we made a revenue of 1 crore. And it was an opportunistic revenue, not my own revenue, right? So we thought that why don't we donate this entire to a farmer producer organization? So there was an organization called Bidar Horticulture Farmer Producer Organization. We are 25 youths. So we all together donated that to Bidar Horticulture Farmer Producer.
So you donated?
Yes, we literally gave an entire thing to the Bidar Horticulture. See, that is where the charity beauty happens. What I got in return is, why don't you head Bidar Horticulture Farmer Producer Company as a president?
Wow.
Which is of 1,000 farmers working in more than 20 villages of Bidar, promoted by Department of Horticulture under National Horticulture Mission of Central Government. I mean, I don't say charity. Charity, I take back my words. It's not charity. It is actually, whatever the farmers has given me, I use the opportunity. And again, it is going to farmers, so I was much more happy. So I got unfortunate to lead all the farmers. So what was once a pain point of a farmer who was dwelling in his own farm has become the pain point of 1,000 farmers, has got the opportunity to deal with the pain point of 1,000 farmers. And eventually, I just fell in love with all ICR institutes. Being a non-agri guy, they started supporting us like anything as the way Manage is doing us.
Yeah,
So
of course.
NIPHM, I should acknowledge, National Institute of Plant Health Management, they started supporting us a lot. And many technologies which they have developed always started to pull in. And meanwhile, in this story, I just forgot to tell you one story which has changed us entirely was once I took tomato harvest.
Okay.
I had a beautiful harvest of IHR's tomato, Arka Rakshak, and we grown this variety and we took it to the market. One thing was wonderful. Whatever that ICR organization has promised, we were able to harvest more than that because of their advices. So that is the reason we got award. Apart from that, what happened was another beautiful thing was the rate was really crashing down of the tomatoes.
Yeah.
And I took it to the market. There I don't know who is. It might be God from my perspective. He was an old man of around 65, 70 age. He was sitting there. He brought around 10 crates. Each crate is around 25 kg, Dr. Sir. So
Okay.
they brought it and he was sitting there. And I just bought 400 crates into the market in my vehicle.
Oh,
Okay. It was a 10-10 vehicle. So
Okay.
400 crates, I took it to the market. He asked me, Beta, idhar aao. Namaste. What happened? So he said that I have 10 crates. You brought in 400 crates. Now what happened to the prices? Prices crashed. And he said that I kept my wife's tali in bank, took it as a loan and doing farming. And
yeah.
he literally just crushed me. So
yeah.
it was
sir.
like it hit me. It hit me really hard. He said that you are not born to do this. You are born to do something which can help us in the future journey. Yaar. Why are you struggling? Why are you dealing with my bread? You don't deal with doing farming. You help us in such a way that from farm to take it to fork. Why
Yeah.
are you taking? So that was like mind blowing
It's,
moment.
yeah, of course.
So I was like, अरे यार सही बोल रहा है ना ये. Then I
Yeah.
searched for him many in my entire Bidar district. I was not able to find him. That is why I'm telling him, my God, whoever that I use this platform to thank him again. He opened my eyes. Then I started, okay, how can we address this as an entire community, and government is doing a fabulous job by doing FPOs. I'll tell you, with that revenue, Naab Kisan literally came forward to help us without any collateral. Do you imagine? They gave us loan to start the business.
Oh.
So this is what happening. Then the story connects to FPO now. So I was
Okay.
leading FPO from 18, 19 to now come to 21, 22, where I started leading this FPO through help of Naab Kisan. Naab Kisan is a financial venture of NABARD. They came forward without any much documentation. I mean, documentation was there. Just by trusting us, they started funding us. They gave us a loan to start a business. In 2014-15, I wanted to be an exporter. I finished my education, came back and started to an exporter. And in that, I came to know that, whatever we eat is a residue level. Pesticide residue is
Yeah.
huge in it.
Yeah.
And to get a better price, there is only one market, one or couple of markets which give you premium prices, European market and American market. They gives better price to whatever our farmer produce. But their only one condition is you should have pesticide residue under the residue levels, maximum residue levels. For example, if they say X pesticide should have 0.01 milligram per kilogram of the harvest, then you can't have more than that.
Yeah.
So I thought, okay, if I want to become an exporter, I took training. Again, all institutes helped us. APIDA has helped us. They funded the entire training. I am today because of all the government things which has helped in my life entirely. And still it is continuing to do so. When after the training, I came to know that residue level is one thing which you cannot control at the labs. It has to be dealt. So no matter drones, no matter the blockchain technology, no matter the satellites you bring in, if the first decision of farmer goes wrong, nothing helps.
Yeah.
So I came to understand that. So whatever fertilizers which is going inside a soil, soil is a beautiful thing. SOIL stands for source of inside living. So there is a source which is making it, calling it as a soil. But we are destroying it by unknowingly usage of pesticides.
Yeah.
Am I against pesticide? Am I against fertilizers? No. There has to be, but there is something called ethical usage of it.
Yes, of
Right.
course.
So
yeah.
I then came with myself, I understood that Krishav Chetanatvam Nirmatam Mama Paramadharma. It means that to install consciousness in agriculture is my supreme duty. I call myself, to put that Chetanatvam, I have been named Chetan. That is how I aligned my goal with the bigger purpose. So how should I do this? Then FPO came in. So FPO gave me a platform where I can go to each and every farmer and guide him. So my style of working after joining this FPO from 21, which is being promoted by Department of Horticulture, My job is to tomorrow morning, say if you are a farmer, you own a farm, and you want to grow certain things which can fetch you good prices. I'll come to your farm, inspect it, basically scout it, understand what is the pest and disease. I didn't had much technical expertise, so ICR was backing me. Any scientist, I'll tell you, any scientist from IHR, ISR, NIPHM, NBAR, they were just ring away for me. I just took a photo, sent them, sir, this is this. What should I do? Immediately the reply came, okay, do this. They used to, they interviewed me certain questions, so that got stuck in subconsciously. It was all being recorded in my mind. The story is going a bit long, but this is a wonderful story. So this
Yeah,
is the
of
story.
course. Really, it's like a very inspirational thing. Like especially that farmer story you told now, like that eye-opening moment. Really, it's very great, sir. So nice. So people listening this podcast, how can they reach you? How can they reach your company? Like, is there any specific pages or websites?
Yes, there is a
Instagram
website,
pages?
Agridam. I'm available in LinkedIn for Chetan Dabke.
Okay.
Yeah, you can please. You can
Yeah.
just give my number at the end of the podcast. I'm happy to,
Of course.
Actually, I'm looking for people who want to grow this organization, who have passion towards agriculture. They are always welcome into Agridam as an organization. They can join this organization because let us all build together. It's a responsibility of each and everyone. So all these ICR institutes who are sitting back of the mind were supporting me, identify the pest and disease. I started as this organic farming, so-called. I started organic farming and I met huge losses. If it is not pest damage and it is literally a banana is beautiful, not even a single hole, then imagine that banana is not even touched by a single pest. So you are eating something which nature has rejected. It doesn't mean that destroyed fruits you should eat, Bolke. I'm not telling. I'm telling that, don't go with the appeasing thing. It is so appeasing to eat. No. That can happen in bakery, not in the farm produce.
Yeah.
I need this shape, this color. Fine, you can do that. But at the same time, what is it bringing on the table? Is it bringing good health? Is it a nutritious food? Is it coming with a lot of pesticides? You should question yourself.
Yeah.
You should know the origin.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was the thing happening. So then 2022, 24, our organization won as an FPO, as the best upcoming FPO. And again, thanks to all horticulture department, agriculture department who were helping us a lot. Then 2025, there was a turning point. I had to give time to my family.
Okay.
And we met some family issue and I was unable to go to farms.
Okay.
And FPO sales started coming now. Farmers were not coming to us. They thought that Chetan sir is no more helping us. Imagine.
Okay. Yeah,
So I thought, okay, so I have dig my own grave. I went to farms, helped them, and when I had a family emergency, they are not even coming to. It's not their fault. They want solution.
Yeah.
They don't want promises.
Yes.
So I thought, something can be created remotely which can replace Chetan Dabke, go to the farm, analyze their problem, and give them exactly what they need. And it happened. I started with an idea Naam. There I met few people who supported me. And, I started visiting many incubation centers, talking to them. All these things happened. Scientists I discussed and they said, okay, you can do this. Then it was a born of Agridam Technologies Private Limited.
Okay.
So our
So
motto is
nice.
again, creating consciousness in agriculture is Agridam. So what we do in Agridam now, we are enabling farmers to grow pesticide residue-free harvest, especially for European Union markets where the compliances are very stringent. More than 500 pesticides you should not be traced inside out of the system. So how we are doing this? We take a cluster of farmers, educate them, onboard them, and we monitor their farms regularly, physical scouting, and we have a patented technology now called CHA5, which is a clean harvest 5, and this goes into our product which Agridam is developing, is called Trust OS. So Trust stands for Transforming Rural Agriculture Using Science and Technology. So operating system. So this operating system gives us a chance, advise each and every farmer what to put inside their farm, when to put inside their farm, precisely at what dose they should put inside the farm, so that at the end of the day, the harvest, whatever he grows, is without any pesticides.
Okay.
So this is how Agridam was born, and we are now incubated at multiple places. And we are also winner of 2025 Karnataka Elevate program.
Oh,
So
so
government
nice,
is
sir.
helping us in many ways. So this is how the journey is, and that is why we happened at Manage.
Okay, so nice, sir. So as you are in 15 years almost in the field
Almost,
of
yep.
this thing. So what are the key message you want to tell to the young entrepreneurs, like the aspiring entrepreneurs in the field of agriculture?
I'm seeing multiple young entrepreneurs who are putting their life into this. And backstage, as I was telling you, the same thing. You can break up with your girlfriend, but not with your startup. That is on record. I'm telling it because you can move ahead with issues in your life. But startup is something where your real energy goes inside, your emotions goes inside, your money goes inside, your capital goes inside, your time goes inside. So make sure, I want my message to agri entrepreneurs who are, it is good that everyone is coming into agriculture thinking of a scalability. I learned myself, whatever the startup you are building, if the first consumer is you and it solves your problem, until and unless it doesn't solve your problem, don't get into startup.
Okay.
The first client should be you.
Okay.
How it is benefiting you.
Yeah, of course.
Then only you are an user of it and you understand what are all the pain points as an end user.
Of
So
course.
that you can work on your tech or product or whatever it is, you should be beneficial.
Okay.
So I'm not saying that every agri entrepreneur who is coming into should be a farmer. No, but at least understand as a secondary, tertiary user whether it is really helping a farmer, or else you are just adding cost to the cultivation, which is already high.
Yeah.
Second thing is go talk to farmers, validate. I'm here to help them. They can come to us. They can talk to us. Talk to FPO. What is their problem? Or else, if you are building something else, then you should have a proper education and being guided by your own institutes. For example, someone is building here. I came to know that someone is building an extension app where it can help the extension officers. What else in the world is helping extension students rather than Manage? So they can talk to
the field level,
the professors. So, sir, this is what I'm building. Yes, there is a fear of rejection. Get rejected. Startup is all about rejection. Let us say okay to rejections. No problem. It will pivot you. It will jot down to a point where you will build something which is going to be bigger than you. So this is how I validate the thoughts.
Okay, so that's so nice. So how algorithm technology can create an impact to the farmers?
Okay. In the impact metrics, we can see one thing that, it is as I can put up a lot of stories happening in the soil. I have been aware about safflower oil.
Yeah.
Sendurapu in Tamil.
Yeah.
So we make oil out of that seed in this area. In this Medak, Telangana, Karnataka. So we grow safflower oil. And the farmers who grow that safflower seeds, I have seen most of them eat palm oil instead of safflower oil. They grow the seed, but they sell it for the premium price and they eat palm oil.
Okay, yeah.
Palm oil from reputed source is okay, but local palm oil, I don't know how. So I want this to happen in every family. Every farmer should at least eat his own produce, which should be residue free.
Yeah.
As an organization, we might come up with a business plan, make it, sustain it somewhere else. But every farmer should eat his own food, which should be residue free. So this is how Agrithm can create impact at farmer level. Global level, we are in highest exporters to European Union in grapes. And almost 25% to 30%, the metrics is on 28, I think exactly. Our shipments get rejected in grapes. Not only in that, other particular fruits and vegetables we are getting rejected in European Union. Bharat was a Sone ki chidiya, a golden bird of world, and we made money by trading spices. Why we are not doing that? Because the same India, which was a golden bird, which attracted the other same Europe people to India, was spices. And we are the highest pesticide residue level in spices now.
Yes.
So to make it again, Agrithm comes with a dream to make India again a golden bird by controlling the pesticides. I'm not telling just, leave it. Because, for example, there is one important scenario I'll explain here. Who is the highest synthetic pesticide importer in the world? It is Israel.
Israel.
Okay. And who is the highest exporter of pesticide residue free in the horticulture commodities? Again, Israel.
Israel.
So they know how to manage it. So inspiration even come from them. Being a small country, I was in talk with Israeli Consulate General and they have shared this story that, if we don't grow our food, then we might not grow. That is the only reason Israel is supreme in agriculture. Similarly, if we don't grow pesticide residue free now, we are going to pollute our own future generation. So this is my impact which Agrithm is trying to create by, controlling the pesticide limits.
Okay, sir. So nice. Really, the story is very inspirational, actually.
Thank you so much.
So that too, you observed all the challenges in the field level, very near to the field level with the farmers. It's really great.
Being a farmer.
Yeah, of course. So thank you so much, sir, for sharing your inspirational innovation algorithm technology with us. Really, it will reach a more n number of farmers in the entire India, definitely, sir. Thank you so much once again, sir.
Thank you so much for hosting us. Thank you.
Okay, sir. So this is Managsia podcast. We're bringing you inspiring stories, innovations, and impactful driven startups from the agriculture ecosystem. Until the next episode, this is Niveta CK signing off. Thank you for watching.